Hey, hi everybody. This is Paul Romero with the Swiss Gold Global Independent Business Owner Network Marketing Training number 89, not 89, 89. Happy New Op Day, everybody, and good morning to Mr. John.
Good morning, Mr. Romero, and welcome to the Hangout. Yes, you just said it's Happy New Op Day, and I love this day of the strong because it's an opportunity to face a whole new, I'm trying not to use the word week, a whole new 7 days ahead of us and
Whole new session.
a whole new session. And it's a great opportunity to get a fresh start to the whole new session and get out there and make things happen. And I'm I missed Friday's call, unfortunately, and Paul had gone over the chapter 6 of the Own Your Life Plan book, and we've been slowly working our way over the last several hangouts. We've been working our way through this very important book because it is, after all, the system we use for building our network marketing organizations. And there's a saying in this business that you're in business for yourself, but you're not in business by yourself. And I would like to just draw attention to my tagline this morning. And if you notice, I use as a logo, I'm shaking hands there, right at the bottom, right there. I'm shaking hands with Bill Rao. He's the CEO of Swiss Gold Global. And this will play into part of the aspects of Chapter 6 that I will talk about today, is that he's the CEO and the founder of Swiss Gold Global. And I had the opportunity to meet Bill around this time last year. He had come into Phoenix to do a couple of Swiss Gold presentations and work with some of the independent business owners and trainers. And how many opportunities, business opportunities, network marketing opportunities are out there where you can get started on the ground floor of an organization and actually be very close to the top, to the CEO himself. And the reason I bring this up is because your upline is everything. They're the people you fall back on to help guide you through your training, to help you and motivate you to get through the Own Your Life Plan book and help you build your businesses. Because the incentive for them to help you is the fact that the better you do, the better they do. And this is all about teaching and training, sponsoring, and working with the people that you sponsor and bring into the organization. Paul and I reiterate that every morning. And to get the opportunity to meet the CEO and founder of the company, it speaks volumes about the dedication of the people within your network marketing organization. How many jobs have you had in your life where you've got to meet, unless it's a small independent business, where you get to meet the founder and the CEO? It's an amazing opportunity, and it speaks volumes about the dedication of the people within the organization to see you grow and to see your business prosper. And he's going to be coming out again to Phoenix sometime this year. I'm not sure when, but we'll definitely share that with you. And another great thing about having the opportunity to meet Bill is I have his email address. I have his phone number. If I have a prospect that has some questions, not only can I bring them to my upline and our amazing mentor, Jeff Fagin, I can even put him in touch with the CEO of the company. I mean, how freaking awesome is that? So I just wanted to point that out because there's some aspects of this Chapter 6 that kind of play in to how you want to work with the people within your organization. And I just can't reiterate enough how powerful the organization that Paul and I are already part of, how the upline and all the way up to the CEO is committed to our success in this. So with that being said, I'll toss it back to Paul, and we'll probably, unless Paul wants to take us in a different direction,
You might
do a
get a
little
couple.
review of Chapter 6.
You think you might get a couple questions answered if you talk to the CEO? Chapter 6, yeah. I actually kind of want to fall back just a little bit real quickly here because we talked about how Chapter 6 is kind of the separation of you having gone through your training period with napkin presentations 1 through 4 up to chapter 5, and then chapter 6, starting here forward, is kind of where this is the separation point of where you've got some people in your organization, and now we're going to talk a little bit more about how you really start to reinforce and build that organization. But before we jump into that, I just want to bring to everyone's attention. This is something I wanted to bring in earlier, but just time didn't allow me to get to it. In the training portion, when you first join in this business, and if you're in this position right now where you've just been signed up, or you are, still in your training program or whatever, this may not have been brought to your attention. I want to point it out. In your back office web page, there's a section. Gosh, I can't think of where it is off the top of my head, but there's a section in there that has training, and the stuff that's in the training is this right here. You've got your Swiss Gold Global. Where's that good spot to put it? Right about there.
That looks good, Paul. That looks good.
The Swiss Gold Global, the Quick Start Guide, and inside this guide, it basically runs you through step by step. Okay, this is all. Yeah, that's all written out. It's basically kind of a step by step. Hey, this is what you're going to do. It sort of lays it out, gives you a game plan. The next thing you have in there, very important, is the why card. You definitely want to know what your why is, and this gives you a great little tool to fill out your why card with. And so you always have something, and you can transfer that onto a 4x6 card or a 3x5 card, or a business size card or whatever. Put it in your wallet, keep it with you everywhere, so you can constantly look and be reminded, why you're doing this, to keep your motivation up. The next thing is that's in there is this pathway to freedom. And in the pathway to freedom, this one actually gives you a sort of a schedule of exactly what you should do each and every day for 30 days. The next thing you have is in there is a prospect finder, and each one of these two starts off with a little written deal about how to use it, how to use this individual piece, and then the prospect finder has these little guys right here where you can actually keep track of. You can create your lists right here, and there's one in here for each. A bunch of different categories. There's one in here for family. There's one here for friends. There's one here for work. There's one here for church. There's one here for Facebook. There's one here for others. So there's 6 different areas there where you can start creating lists of people so that you can be able to get out there and talk to them about your business. So having your list, as we talked about, is very important, and doesn't just have to be your family. It could be anybody that you know. And this is kind of interesting. On these lists, it gives you, the who, the phone number, the who being their name, of course. Are they going to be a likely member or a likely business builder? There's a space to put the date of the first time you contacted them, a space to put the date the first time that you followed up with them, and a result. So it's a great way to keep track. So you might have people on this list that, hey, at this point in time, I actually talked to this person, but I never followed up. I never had a result, and you maybe went on to other people. Good way to keep track of what you're doing. And then we have the next thing in there is this 4-week presentation planner. With this, it gives you oops, I got 2. Sorry. With this, it gives you a nice little outline, a great little formatted calendar to plan your presentations. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks on here, so you got a whole month to plan out. You got Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You got the time, location, and the presenter. You've got everything lined out. You can put all your presentations, have them in order so you know what you're doing. And then you have your 4-week activity tracker. This one here, again, a great little pre-made. These things are already made for you. Great way to follow through with your business. And this one has 4 weeks also. The days of the week, and 3 people to talk about Swiss Gold Global, invite someone to see the Freedom Plan, present the Freedom Plan, enroll a member, sponsor an IBO. This just gives you actually this should probably be a little bit more towards the front of my outline there. And then the last one we have is my personal business plan. And is this one in the front or the back? It depends. It can be in both places. Oh, that's not even the last one. So there, you've got a lot of great tools here.
That's amazing. Yes.
Yeah, I mean, this one has a whole bunch of stuff in here. It's got my goals. You can write down your 3-month, your 6-month, your 2-year. So you have your goals written down. You have your resources here. The hours that you have for your business activity, the hours that you have for your learning, the money that you have, for your gold and silver savings program, for travel and small business expenses, for your education, my commitments, talk about business or someone else, connecting, so it's got all these different categories in here to really help you structure a complete business plan, not just, these other ones are great, this is like the overall, this should probably be in the front actually too. You might want to build that first and then look at your weeklies. And then you've even got in here a testimonial generator. It tells you, a guideline of how to, get a testimonial. Not necessarily how to get a testimonial, but really how to write one. I mean, it's right there, the 5 questions. Answer this question, answer this question, answer this question. Thank you very much. You just gave me a testimonial of how you got involved with Swiss Gold Global, and I can show that to the people that I'm talking about to let them know how great it is and how many people love to get into this and are having fun, et cetera, and so on. So these are just some great tools that are in your book. And as far as getting started in Swiss Gold Global, you should use these. They're awesome. They will really help you stay focused and what's the word I'm looking for? Focused and
committed.
Yeah, focused and committed to what you're doing, because you'll have these outlines here, and especially the one that says, every day do this. And if you're like, okay, well, today I got to do this. Well, if you go out and do it, guess what? You're learning, you're growing, and your business is going to happen regardless. So just wanted to bring that up before we started getting into, because this is definitely your startup package. This is definitely what you want to do in your training period. This is definitely going to help you get on track and stay on track so that you can get to the position where we're at now with talking about you've got some people in your organization and you're moving into Chapter 6 presentation. So I wanted to throw that out there before we got too far ahead.
Paul, I'm absolutely 100%, I can't think of the word I'm looking for, appreciative that you brought that up, because there's 2 words that you use there. It helps you stay focused and committed to your success. I would say with those materials there, not only is it going to help to focus you and keep you committed to your success, it's also going to help discipline you. And basically, there is your roadmap, your business plan, your success plan, your goals. And for those of you who've never sat down, put together a business plan, those of you who've never owned your own business, Swiss Gold Global, you are an independent business owner. And you have all these tools available to you through the website. And if any of you watching this video don't know where to find them, contact Paul. You can find his email address if you visit the wealthhealth.swissgoldglobal.com that he has on his tagline. Shoot him an email, connect with Paul, and he'll tell you exactly where to find it. And again, that brings us back to the original point that I started off making today by talking about being able to connect with Bill Rao, is that we're in business for ourselves, but not by ourselves. And again, you had Paul here, a great leader in Swiss Gold Global, show you the tools that are already available to us through the website. And that's also the commitment of Swiss Gold Global, the company, and the founder and CEO, Bill Rao, is that he is 100% committed to the success of the independent business owners. And they have all these tools available. And before actually we move forward, I'd like to fall back to, I believe it's napkin presentation number 3, which I'll show you a picture of right here. And this is all about getting in gear. It's about getting started in the business, and you'll see you're in your car, you're getting started in the business, you're in first gear. What is second gear? Use the products. Use the products to really get in gear and be successful in this business, you have to start using the products. And all those things that Paul just showed us, those tools, well, you pay $50 a month for a membership for Swiss Gold Global, and that's part of the products are these tools that we're given, and we have to become aware of what we have available to us so that we can talk about those products and those tools and what the website has to offer with the people we're sponsoring into the organization. And we have access to great products. And the more that and I'm sure Paul would agree with me 100% on this, the more that Paul and I play around and look at the website, there's a lot of training videos there too. There's live webinars each and every week. And the tools that Paul showed today about how to get started and build your business plan, these are all things that are available to us as users of the product. And as I showed in napkin presentation number 3, part of getting in gear and really getting started is that you understand and use the products so you can share that with people. And I wanted to just touch on that one point before moving further along into the napkin presentation that we're going to touch upon today, is that you need to be using these products and understanding all the different things that are available to us through our memberships to Swiss Gold Global. Is there anything you would like to add to that, Paul?
Well, I actually just want to say, you know, going into where we're talking about going into chapter 6 here and how to work with your people to build your organization. Obviously, building your organization is all about teaching and training. And one of the things that you can really do to help teach and train your people is to get some of these tools like this. Like I just got these printed out the other day, and I'm going to take this and I'm going to put this into a binder and make and include with the book, include with the Own Your Life Plan book, include the binder with all of these in the proper order, and include, you know, oh, I don't have my pin on, you know, include the pin, and I think there's a couple other things that I want to include, but I'm going to create a startup kit, a whole package, so that when you get somebody interested, you get them signed up into becoming an IBO, and you're wondering, well, how am I supposed to teach them? You have this kit. There's the first step of how to teach them. Okay, listen, here's your kit. This outlines everything that you're going to do, and you can go through these things that I just gave you right here. This is a great way of teaching, and along with reading the book and the chapters of what we're going through, this is how you're going to teach somebody. And now you've given them something fantastic. You've given them, you know, you've given them something physical they can touch and feel and work with, and they're excited now. They've got a kit. They got a roadmap. They got a plan. They know how to go through this. And you know, you run through these things right here that I just showed you, and you say, this is how you're going to do it. You know, the first thing you're going to do is fill out your Y card. Then you're going to do this, and you're going to do this, and then you're going to make your list, and you're going to do this, and then here, right here, this lines out. This is what you're going to do today. This is what you're going to do tomorrow. This is what you're going to do the day after that, all the way through the whole month. And you just follow these steps right here, and bam, you're going to be having sponsors in your organization by the end of the month. And so you can really get people excited by handing them a physical, you know, startup kit, so to speak, and by using these tools. So that's what I'm going to do. And another thing John was talking about here real quick I want to throw out there, you know, he mentioned that your people above you, of course, want to help because, you know, the better your business does, the better their business does. The more money you're making, the more money they're making. And how everybody's in line, you know, going that way up the funnel, so to speak, that, you know, you have access to for help. But there's people in this business that just care and want to help you. And just for instance, we met with a guy on Saturday who is not in our downline. He is an IBO. He was signed up by actually the person who signed John up. So it's somebody in our upline, 4 levels up, but he's removed. He's over here in a whole different leg. But, you know, hey, we took the time to go meet with him. He was wondering how he's going to get started in this business. John and I took the time to sit down with him, have breakfast, you know, go over some stuff and kind of give him a a boost, a kickstart in the tail to help him, get some ideas going and things started and what he wants to do. And we're not even going to make any money off of that. Jeff will, a guy in our upline will, but everybody's willing to help each other, and that's what's really cool about it. It's not just your upline. Anybody and everybody's willing to help each other. We got 4 other people that a guy who's an IBO who helped me figure out how to get these hangouts started. Anybody and everybody within the organization is willing to, give you some of their time. So that's a very, very, very cool thing.
Absolutely. And you know what? We're speaking of time, we are out of time. But I do want to point out one thing about what Paul just said about our meeting on Saturday. Yes, he's already signed up and he's an IBO, and we're not going to make any money off of helping him build his business. But guess what? By us working with him to help him build his organization, that was really motivating for Paul as well as myself. And it was real exciting to meet with other Swiss Gold Global independent business owners that are have their own organizations, might not be directly in my downline or related to my organization, but that's okay because it is a business about sharing and helping people. And what I got out of that meeting on Saturday is a couple of great ideas about new and better ways that I could approach my downline moving forward to help teach and train them. Not only that, I got some inspiration, some encouragement, and some motivation at a meeting with this person on top of the new ideas. And we're going to be doing a hangout with him on Thursday evening to go over a couple of the tools that he was asking questions about. So we're going to be putting together a little presentation to share with him, and that helps us to grow our leadership skills and our teaching and training skills. And also we even kind of talked about future things that we can do together. And I looked at as well with what some of the suggestions he made, I can use to help build my organization. So it is a collaborative effort here. It is teamwork here, and it is an organization where the people that are involved in all levels, whether it's in your downline, your upline, or not, are all willing to share ideas and mastermind to help grow and inspire new ideas and help each other cross-build their businesses. And what's amazing about that is outside of network marketing, I really don't know any other business vehicle where you can jump in behind the wheel, get started in a business, and have so many people dedicated to seeing your success. And that's what really excites me about this business, and what should really excite you about the business. So with that being said, I see that we are out of time, and I just want to say one more thing about Paul's putting together a packet for his downline, which is an amazing thing to do. And we'll get into this on Wednesday, but who should get those packets? And that's the gold ships. So we didn't get into napkin presentation number 5 today about the gold ships, but I would say Paul will explain all that on Wednesday, and hold on to those packets for your gold ships, and we'll get into the reason why on Wednesday. And I'm going to throw it back to Paul to close this out with our Napoleon Hill prayer.
O universe, I ask not for more riches, but for more wisdom, which was to make better use of the riches given to me at birth, consisting of the power to control and direct my own mind to whatever end I might desire. Make it a great day, everybody, and we'll